More than 130 people are still missing in California after the deadliest wildfires in the history of the state. Officials say it could take several years to rebuild the town of Paradise, where 56 people are known to have died. Some 10,000 homes there have been destroyed. From Paradise, our correspondent Dave Lee sent us this report.
When it seems like everything has been turned to ash, the task of finding human remains is as painstaking as it is painful. And then there's the delicate science of trying to identify the lives that were lost. There are now more than 400 expert personnel combing through the town of Paradise. Several of the dead found on Wednesday were within buildings, while others were trapped in cars. 128 abandoned vehicles have now been towed away. We may not know the final death toll for many weeks, as the process of body identification is so difficult. And then there's the question of what to do when a town with a population of 27,000 is almost totally destroyed. After official shelters began to overflow, this impromptu area was set up at a Walmart in a neighbouring town, staffed entirely by volunteers.
This enormous relief effort began with simply one shopping trolley full of clothes. Then a food truck arrived, then more and more and more. Incredible generosity for the people who've had their lives upended by this fire. But of course, it's only a temporary measure.
Everyone in California is going to do their best. President Trump did call me just a few minutes ago, and he's pledged the full resources of the federal government.
That assistance has not yet been felt by people like Anna Anderson, who was here with her 2 children.
I am still part of Paradise, and I know that we'll rebuild. I know my community, my neighbors, I know that we will. In the interim between that, I hope that we get enough sort of federal aid to help us with all of that, so that we can survive until we can get back and until we can rebuild houses, a town.
The more than 13,000 evacuees staying at these shelters have shown incredible resilience and courage. Now what they need is the support to move on. Dave Lee, BBC News, in Chico, California.